Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session on a Monday. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you had a great week and a great weekend. We had a nice week. We had a very nice week. Some fun stuff at the beginning. Yesterday we celebrated my mother-in-law's birthday, so we all went out to breakfast together. That was very nice. But then I also, during the middle of the week, had a migraine. So, yeah. But everything was fine. Crafty-wise, I had a very productive week, especially yesterday. And I'll get into that with my journal in a minute. So, some of the things that I've been working on this week, I'll get into this stuff in a second. I just wanted to move this and get to this. So yesterday, my sweet sister-in-law came over and she had been wanting to get her creative juices flowing. And so she wanted some information about watercolor. And what she wanted to do is kind of do like a wash of color, having the effect of watercolor, and then writing on top of it, right? Like doing some hand lettering, writing either verses or a saying or a quote or something like that. And so she wanted my advice on that. And so she came over and we did a little bit of testing, right? Now, this is what we determined. The watercolor, this is watercolor, right? This right here is from the watercolor palette that I have. It's the Arteza 36 Watercolors Premium. I will leave the link below. I do enjoy that set very much, and I had collaborated with Arteza about 3 years ago. And yeah, I really enjoy those watercolors. And this is some of the things that that I make out of them. And I'll talk about these in a second. But I think we had determined yesterday after some testing and stuff, and what pens, work over top of the watercolor and which do not, and this is wet on wet, and this is wet on dry, and all of that. So we did a little bit of experimentation, and what we determined is that the watercolor, while I love the Arteza and I love them for things like this, and other watercolor projects, because they're watercolor and the pigment in them, of course, starts out as a powder, it does leave a residue. And so if you're using like a micron or something like that, or a graphic, those are felt tip pens, and so it will ruin the tip of your pen. Just a little tip for you. Something that does work on them, however, is the Posca paint pens, okay? So there's that. And then what we did determine is that actually, this is watercolor up here, but this right here is actually my Smoosh technique. And I showed her that, and I use Crayola markers. That's it. Any water-soluble marker will work. And this is just very messy, but we were, again, testing out pens and things like that. And so the Poscas work great on them. The graphic marker works great. There is no like film, Another thing that we found out as well is that watercolor paper works best, right? This is the Smoosh paper on using markers on regular copy paper, which does lend itself to really pretty patterns. Super fun. I will leave the links down below if they're not already down there. They might already be permanent links, the Smoosh paper technique thing. Yeah, it's super fun and an easy way to dye your papers and still get, vibrant colors and all of that. Yeah. So there is that. This was the Smoosh paper using markers on, what is this? Cardstock, which is not very effective, okay? If you want something like this that's full, bright, vibrant, and looks like it is the effect of watercolor, okay? So I just wanted to share that with you. And these right here, this is Smoosh paper as well, but using the Dabo ink daubers, okay? And what you do, well, you can go down below and look at the Smoosh paper videos, but you just you color on your piece of plastic. This happens to be a sheet protector. You spritz it with water, you smush your paper. Super easy. You can do it to envelopes. You can do it to paper, you know, whatever. And it's just a really fun technique, and it's super easy, and it is not something that's going to break the bank, you know. So what we determine is that watercolor paper is best, and Crayola markers or any type of water soluble marker will work the best. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, it was super fun having her over, and yeah, and just going through all of that. So then this week also, I made at the beginning of the week these pretty little tags. They were so much fun and so simple. And I will put the link to the Instagram account that I was inspired by. I think you might have seen these last week, I'm not sure. But this week I decided to do a whole load of them in a rainbow of colors, right? They just came out so cute. And it's something that is so super simple and just doesn't take a lot of time. They're loose watercolor flowers. I used a micron pen to do the pen work on them. And yes, again, I will share the IG link to who inspired me to do this. So it was a lot of fun. And then I just wrote on the stems different faith-based words, right? And so, yeah, these are going to go out in Happy Mail, I do believe. I think this one, the love one, I am going to put on my February journal. See, I had done, this was the original one that I had done, and I just love it. And I put it on my little tassel, right, on my January journal. So, yeah, I love them. They're so cute. And I laminated them. You can, or you don't have to if you don't have a laminator. But yeah, super fun, and you can mass produce them, which I really like. You can just lay them all out, and they're just fun to do. So I did that this week, and I want to send those out in some Happy Mail. And then I made these guys. Yes, I'm not the perfect crocheter, right? But I do enjoy learning new things, you know? And so these are little granny square earrings that I'm also going to be sending out in Happy Mail. They have been blocked, which just means that, you know, you stretch them out, you wet them first, you kind of stretch them out and shape them, you know, and then let them dry. So these were super fun to make. And one of the things that I realized when I was getting the, what's it called? The thread, right? I have a drawer system down below that holds all of my yarn and thread and stuff like that. And so I found this sage green thread that I love. It's such a beautiful color. And I thought, oh, that would be great to make these little earrings out of. And I started pulling it out, and then subsequently it started frogging a doily that I had started using that thread. Now, sadly, I never wrote down the hook size that I was using for that doily. I never wrote down the pattern I was using or the video that I was going off of. And so I have no idea, anything about that. So I need to, and I know I mentioned this months ago, I need to have a little notebook that I write down, like, you know, what crochet projects I'm doing. Like when I started them, what the pattern is, where I found the pattern or what pattern I'm following, all that kind of stuff. So I definitely need to do that for these. And I will put the link below to the person of the video that I watched to make these. And I will also link the IG account where I got the inspiration first. Okay, now the video I watched was not from the same person, but the inspiration was from somebody on Instagram, and she makes absolutely phenomenal earrings. I mean, they are so beautiful. This is just a very, very basic granny square. That's all I can handle. But these were super fun to make, and I can't wait to send them out, and I hope the person likes them. So there's that. What else? This is the second time I'm filming this video, mind you, because I film these on Sunday, and I call my aunt at 9:30. So I was looking at my watch. I'm like, okay, I have 5 minutes, and then my alarm went off. And when that happens on my phone, which I'm filming, for you guys on, it cuts off the video. So that was a bit frustrating because I was right at the end of subscribe if you'd like to, and all that jazz. So yeah, that was irritating. But anyway, and I don't know, I'm not sure. Maybe I showed this last time. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I'm not sure. But I did finally put a tassel. Look at that cute little angel charm. Yeah, I think I showed this last week, but I just love, now I am so in love with putting tassels on my books. It's so much fun. It's something I've never done before until just recently. Let's get in frame. And I learned this very easy way of hooking your tassel on, and I learned it from Natasha at Treasure Books. And she just puts a little loop with her binding thread or whatever she uses right at the top, and it's just enough space to put a lobster claw. And yeah, how fun is that, right? I'm gonna do this all the time now. It's just super fun. So let's talk about the journaling front. Can I just tell you guys? Okay, this is my January journal, and I made it out of, let's get in frame here, Elizabeth. I made it out of like a clasp envelope that doesn't have a clasp. So it's just a white, large mailing envelope, probably 9 by 12. And I really, really enjoy the size of it. It's been a great little journal, and I've really enjoyed working in it. And I'm gonna make another one for February, which I have not made yet. No, I have not. So yeah, I need to do that. And this, I used, all the papers on here are from Brooke at Recreations by Brooke. Now, some of them are actual vintage papers. This right here is from her Christmas freebie. Let me see what the back is. The back is vintage papers from her. Yep. And these are some of her printables, free printables that she has on her Facebook page. So if you would like some free printables, then head on over and join her Facebook group. It's a lot of fun. I don't know why I'm having such a time staying in frame here. This is from her Christmas collection that she had as a freebie, which was absolutely beautiful. And then the inside, I could not tell you how many pages I used. I could count them, but I'm not going to. It is for just 1 month, okay? Look at that. So pretty. And I've really enjoyed this. Now, I've been so behind, or should I say, as Sweet Allison from AJ's Inspired Life calls it, not current, okay? This month has just been odd. I'm not really sure why, but it's been difficult for me to come in here and do the thing, right? So yesterday, I do believe it was, some of these pages are written, have the journaling, and some do not, okay? Now, I think I stopped somewhere around here. And of course, you'll see all these in a flip through, but because I showed you some of these last week. And also, just so you know, like this one, I think I did on a journal with me. So if you look in or on my YouTube channel, you go to playlist. Every video that I do, I put in a playlist, right? So I have, like, if you prefer Ramble sessions, go to the playlist. If you prefer or you want to see tutorials, go to that one. If you want to see flip throughs, go to that one. If you want to see journal with me, go to that one. Yeah, so they're all in playlist, so make sure you peruse that. So this one I'm pretty sure I did on a journal with me, and I really like those kind of videos. I don't journal at all, mind you, but I decorate the pages. And then during this week, I was doing Sweet February and June's, this Lydia, I was doing her prompts, and that was a lot of fun. And then I, like, somewhere around here, yep, right here on the 14th, and here we are, what, on the 29th of a month? Yeah, we're at the end of the month, and I stopped my journaling. Now, yesterday I was in here, no lie, let me think. I was in here for 6 hours or more. Like I was in here from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. working, decorating my pages, and then we went out to breakfast to celebrate my mother-in-law's birthday, and then we got back home, and I was in here from about 11 to like, I don't even know, 3 maybe. Yeah. So decorating all these pages, right? So now all I have to do, which is nice, all I have to do now is come back in here. See, some of them are already done. I flip back and forth, right? Yeah, but now I just have to come back in here and fill in my journaling, which, just so you know, I keep all of my notes in this diary thing, right? So this is just a simple weekly agenda. I just jot down. I try to, my husband even reminds me, for crying out loud. Yeah. Reminds me, have you written what we did in your book, you know? So I flip back and forth. If you're wondering how I journal, if you're new here, welcome, by the way. Yes, I flip-flop. You know, this I did on a journal with me as well, and then while I was in here working, I just went ahead and filled out the journaling. And then yesterday I filled in this journaling, and then all of these pages here, I sat in here for hours and did the decorating of the journal pages, right? And so now, oh, I wanted to show you this. Now I'm pretty caught up, and see, some pages are just, you know, quite simple, like this one. And then some of them have all these things, right? Oh my goodness. This I think I showed last week. This is also from Brooke at Recreations by Brooke. Her, what's it called? Her Facebook group. Okay, so yeah, it was a free printable. And make sure you also go over and check out her YouTube channel. I'll have that link below. All of, oh, just to, so you know as well, all of the days of the week and the numbers are all from Loveland's Life, her Patreon. Okay, and here's a little sample of my own lettering because I do not buy alpha stickers. No, I do not. I just make my own. So there's that. And then this is a sweet shirt. It's so cute that my husband got. And I know his head's cut off, the poor guy. I took the picture to share with our kids. And it says, I asked God to make me a better man. He sent me my son. I asked God for an angel. He sent me my daughter. Isn't that beautiful? Oh. Oh, can you feel the love, guys? Can you feel the love? We miss our gems so, so much. So, yeah, hopefully they'll come up here and give us a visit soon. Or we'll go down there. Who knows? But at any rate, another little tip here is that this right here is just a simple notepad paper, 2 of them glued together, and then I sewed around it to embellish it a little bit. This lovely little tab I got in Happy Mail. Not the tab, it was a whole like roll of ribbon made from fabric. So cute. And so excuse me, I just took off a little piece and stapled it on there. So adorable. And that goes in here. Yeah, this day has like a lot of stuff on it. Some days do and some days don't. We also, this was at the beginning of this week, we went and look what we found. Oh my goodness. I had told my husband I wanted to go to this new like antique mall thingy. And so we did that on Monday. And way back in the corner, I found this beautiful Fenton picture. It's only about that tall. Yeah. But it was gorgeous. My husband, he really enjoys the blue and he likes the opalescent and he really likes the hobnail too. So, and it was just gorgeous. So he went ahead and got that for our collection. If you didn't know, we are Fenton fanatics now. And then this here, my sweet Brooke had sent me, a viewer, Brooke, thank you again, had sent me a lovely, I have it right up here. Oh, she sent me this in a lovely Happy Mail, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love that. Where did you get it? And she told me it was a pad that that she had got at Walmart, and my husband and I had been to like 3 different Walmarts, not all on the same day. We just have whenever we were out and needed to go to Walmart, we would go and I would look for the things, and I did not find them at our Walmarts, none of them, but I did find them at the store I like least, which is Hobby Lobby. And so yeah, it's called Prayers to Share 100 Pass Along Bible Promises, and I love it. I love it. They're just fun to send in happy mail, and just to give somebody a little, you know just to brighten their day. So super cute. So thank you, Brooke, for letting me know about those, because I love them. Pampered myself. And then yeah, so I am all caught up. This is the day that I made the tags and everything. Here's a tag here. And you wouldn't believe it, I had the word believe here and I misspelled it. I don't know what I was thinking, and then I found this in my little box of stuff that I use, my little like bits and bobs, and I thought it was perfect. I'm always doing that which I cannot do in order that I may learn how to do it, okay? That, and that this is the day that I made my little earrings. Yeah, I love learning new things. I love learning new things. The only consequence to that is like going down the rabbit hole, and then, anyway. But I just thought that was so great. And that's from a fortune cookie. So save your bits, guys. Save your bits. You never know, that you're going to find the exact right spot to use them. So that was fun. I had a migraine. This was from, I love these things, and I always find them on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook very often, but once in a while I will peruse Facebook, mostly to get a chuckle out of the people in our community on their Facebook page. anyway, anyway. But Allison from AJ's Inspired Life, she does these like little quiz things, and I just love them. I just love them, and so I do them too, and I love putting them in here. They're just great. Yeah, another headache. We were just watching a lot of TV, and then this was yesterday's page, which is Saturday, because I always film these on Sunday, and then I have today's page. I still need to decorate and whatever, but this I'll tell you about in a minute, my little cosmetic bag. And then, let's see. Yeah, it's just all ready for journaling. This beautiful paper is from Love Lynn's Life, her Patreon. This right here is like a sticker from Mr. Pen. I had ordered some highlighters, which I'll show you in a minute, a while back. And I had got this cosmetic bag to use as a pen case. And then when I was taking the pens out of their little plastic case, they had this thing in there, the sticker. So super cute. So I just stuck it right here. And I also got a free gift. Like when you order from Mr. Pen, you can like do their QR code, and you get like a free gift from them. Yeah, so super cute. I'll leave the link when I show you the pens or whatever. So yeah, that's the deal on my journaling. Good gravy day. Yeah, I have a lot. Well, I don't have a lot to do right here, but it took me hours, you guys. I mean, it really shouldn't take that long, but like I look at my notes, and then I'm like, okay, I like to write down my steps, and then, putting the day and the date on there. I had a payday. My husband and I were having couch cuddles and just hanging out. These flowers, isn't this funny? I found these as I was on my morning walk. Yeah, I found them just on the ground. Somebody was throwing them out, and then I brought them home. And I said, "Oh, look what I found." My husband says, "Oh my goodness, they're so real. They almost look fake or something like that." And I was like, "They are fake." Yeah, so that was cool. So packaging thing. This is more packaging. Oh my gosh, more packaging. So if y'all are ever at a loss for what to put in your journals, packaging. Okay. There are so many things you find on your walk. Somebody had just mentioned in a comment as well, just recently, that they would love to do this type of journaling, but they basically go to work and come home every day. And let me tell you, there is something to write about all the time, you know, all the time. You can write about something you saw that day. You like take your five senses, for instance, you know, write about something you saw that day, write about something you heard that day. Maybe you heard a song or something, or you heard a conversation, you know, write about that. Write about something you smelled that day, write about something you touched that day, write about something you heard that day. Yeah, see, you get the picture, right? All the five senses, right? So there's always something to write about, even when, like, on this day here, you know, I was in bed and on the couch most of the day. I crocheted. We watched a whole heck of a lot of TV. I was feeling poopy. So I didn't really do much this day, but I still have, you know, stuff to write about, you know, or stuff to glue in, like a large bed picture, a little basket to denote my crocheting, a little TV to say what I was watching. This I found online, a quote. Adding quotes is always good, you know. These cute little stickers right here were from Sweet Brooke. Thank you again, Brooke, for that happy mail. It was so sweet. And so yeah, you know, a phone call that you made, you know, there's so many things, you know, you don't have to just write about quote unquote exciting things, okay? Because I'm here to tell you, even if you just go to work and come home, there are exciting moments in your day. You know, you sometimes you have to look harder than others, but there are always things to write about. And they don't have to always be exciting things, you know. I don't lead the most exciting life, you know. I lead a blessed life, you know. And I try to just look at all around me for the blessings and the joy and all of that, you know. And so yeah, I write about it, how many steps I took. I write about where is it in here? Oh dear me, I didn't put my I guess I did not. That's what I'm missing. My Bible study, right? And I'll get into that in a minute. My Bible study, I have these little clip art things, you know, and I write what verses or what books or what chapters I was reading that day, which I don't have one for this day. That's bizarre. Yeah, I need to get one of those. Yeah, again, phone calls I made, you know, there are so many things to write about, you know, there really are. Some, like I said, some you have to look harder than others for those moments or those things, but yeah, you can do it. You can do it. Like I said, I don't lead the most exciting life, you know. I lead a normal life. You know. Yeah, I get up, I walk, I spend time with my husband, I do laundry, I vacuum, you know, and those are the things that that eventually get put in the book, you know. So be encouraged. Be encouraged. If you want to do some type of journal like this, and you certainly do not have to journal like this, my encouragement would be just to journal in general. Just get yourself a book and a pen and write about what happened in your day, you know, even if it's little snippets, right? So yes, that's my encouraging word for today. And then that's how my January book is shaping up. So I'm hoping to sit in here for a little bit today. My husband's going to be watching football and write out my journaling. Yeah. And did I show you? I can't remember what I showed you and what I haven't shown you. This is what I do. I think I did. I keep my little notes. Even if you just did this right here is journaling as well. You know, even if you just kept a little agenda with your little notes for the day. Yep. So I'm going to use that, go back through here and write out what happened that day. Let's see what else. Oh, I was going to show you the Mr. Pen and also share with you how my Bible journaling is going along. I have so enjoyed it. We are now, today I'm taking my day of rest. And I am doing the Bible study that Sweet Kanoi is leading on her channel, Notes and Hues, and I will leave that link below. Every single day she is doing her Bible study and posting it, and I am so enjoying it. She is following the Bible recap, and it has been wonderful. Okay, wonderful. So we were at the Dollar Tree yesterday and I needed a pen case. Can you imagine this entire room that I have here and I don't have a pencil case, right? This is actually a cosmetic bag, but I thought it was so cute and it fits all of my little pens. So I have, these are from Mr. Pen and it's called the Sleek Chisel Tip Highlighters. I'll leave the link below if you like. These are, this idea I actually got, I mean, before Kanoi had even started her Bible study, I got this idea for the transparent Post-its from her as well. Love using those. And then I do use an Energel liquid gel ink. It's by Pentel, and it's a very thin one. I think it's just a 0.3. So I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm just yammering on. Okay, so there. So now I have a nice little, don't even tell me. Okay, ooh, I thought that broke or something. Maybe it did. No, it did not. Oh, good. I mean, it is only $1.25, so love that. This is the Bible that I had ordered a while back. It is the NIV Journal of the Word. I have a big study Bible, a life application study Bible that I use as well in conjunction with this, because this is for journaling, you know, like Bible journaling, but I like to take notes in it. And so far, look at that, I wrinkled that. We've read through, I did extra reading last night. I do my reading at night, but anyway, I did extra reading last night so that I could rest tonight. But we've gone through the entire book of Genesis now and the entire book of Job. And it has been just wonderful and such a blessing. So, and I'm loving see, these are the highlighters, and they shadow a bit, and the pen shadows a bit, but they don't bleed through, right? And then here are the little Post-it notes. On the Post-it notes, you do have to write with like a Sharpie. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's been just so amazing to follow along with Kanoi. And then in here somewhere, where did I put it? Oh, there it is. I printed out the genealogy of Abraham. So just so you know, you can look up online genealogy of Abraham. And I'm going to glue this right here because the book of Genesis shows a lot of the genealogy of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. And so, yeah, I'm going to just paste that right there. So there's that. And yes, please, it's never too late to study the Bible. So if you want to go, if you want to, you know, study the Bible all year long, it's every single day, all year long, or you could read ahead or, you know, whatever. But, yeah, you can go to Notes and Hues, Sweet Kanoi, and it is on her channel. She posts them every day, and they are amazing, okay? They're amazing. And then she is using the Bible recap. So I'll put that link below as well because that's the reading plan that we're using. We're actually reading chronologically. So that is exciting. And yeah, I've been loving it. And it is so awesome. Her channel has just, I mean, been so blessed. Yeah, she is reaching so many people, and I'm so glad that she's doing what she's doing. So yeah, check that out. And then this is the last thing. So while I was writhing in pain on the couch with my husband the other day, look what I made. Yes. You know, funny thing is, I don't have a lot of washi tape anymore. I literally, when we moved, I gave away bags and bags of washi tape. And I regret that now, let me just tell you. But it all worked out. So what this is going to be is my color glue book. Yes, I'm hoping. Okay, it's just made out of a composition book. I followed along and got inspired by Sweet Nicole at Relax Cut Glue. I will put her link below as well. And it's, yeah, you harvest your magazines and you look for things that are red, right? And so you have several pages of just red stuff, right? And then let's see. I think this goes into orange. Yeah, so this would be red. This would start the orange, I think. I don't know. This would all be orange, yeah. And on it goes, right? So I have Roy G. Biv, you know, the colors of the rainbow. And then I have a pink section, a black and white section, and a like a vintagey brown section, possibly. Not vintagey. It'll be more like neutral colors, okay? And so while I was not feeling well, I sat and I harvested a bunch of of you know, images from magazines. Now, somebody asked me, like, for instance, this right here, Dog Chow, it's green, so it's going to go on the green page. And then, I don't want to take all of these out, but Keep Life Simple, it's in green, it'll go on the green page. Some of them, like these here, are pink. I just tore them out, or like this red thing, I just tore them out just to put as a background color. Now, you go over to Nicole's channel because she explains it a lot better. She's the professional in the room, you know what I'm saying? So, I sat and I tore and I fussy cut some images and it was super fun, and I cannot wait to go through, I mean, look at all these, to go through and start on my color glue book. And this is going to be just like, for those moments that I just want to come in here and relax and just do just glue, you know, like Nicole says, relax, cut, glue. Yeah, I don't do it nearly as well as she does, but I love glue booking, and I will still continue to do my large glue book because I love that too. And those have separate images than these, but I'm really excited to start this. And somebody else that does a color glue book that is just so beautiful is my sweet friend Holly at Journal with Dolly. So make sure you check her out as well. And yeah, I'm excited to start this. And this I can actually do like sitting with my husband at the coffee table, you know, while he's watching a game or whatever. I can go ahead and just glue in here. Now, what I will probably do is what Nicole does, because, you know, if you didn't know, I'm an imitator. But that is the greatest form of flattery. I will get backgrounds to put down first, and then I will go ahead and stick individual red images on top, right? They're not going to tell a story. It will be willy-nilly, I know. Clutch your pearls, ladies, I know. Yeah, I'm going to try it and see. And just so you know, what Nicole does is she takes her composition books and she takes two papers, does not glue them together because that makes them too stiff. And then she just washi tapes down the side the color of the images that are going to be on the page. So I hope that makes sense, but make sure you go to Nicole's channel because she will explain it a whole lot better. Okay, so is that it? Like I said, this is the second time I'm filming this. I've already spoken to my aunt, so that's good. I went over all the stuff that I made. All the links will be below. Okay, so always check the description box, okay? So anything that I say in the video will, you know, channels, anything, you know, supplies, whatever. It's all linked down below. Make sure you also, well, if you feel like it, you know, if you're more partial to glue booking, check out my glue book playlist. If you're more partial to the Ramble sessions, then check out the Ramble session playlist. Or if you like seeing journal with me videos, then check out that list, right? The playlist. So yes, hit that subscribe button if you so desire. There was something else I was going to say. Yes, one of y'all asked me, where do I get my magazines? That is the most asked questions about glue booking. I get all of my magazines for free, okay? For free. I do not spend a dime on magazines. Now, where do I get them? In our community, by our mailbox thing, people leave them for the taking. I get them from there. I have some residual magazines that I am still getting, like Traveler magazine, what else? I don't know. Some other magazines that I'm getting residually after I moved, and I used to get those from recyclebank.com, but they no longer do that anymore, so that's a shame. But you can also go online and you can order catalogs. That is what I would suggest. Here is, let me just quickly see. The only, oh, well, now that I'm looking here down at my feet, the only magazine that I do purchase is Mantra Wellness. That's the only one that I do purchase, and I get that as a gift from my kids. So anyway, this is an example of a beautiful catalog. The clothing is gorgeous, but the pictures are beautiful as well. And so if you go to this www Gudrun, I don't know how to say that. So there it is. It's a Swedish company, I think, Swedish design, and just the pictures are absolutely stunning. The clothing is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, but just gorgeous, you know. So like I could even tear this piece out and put it in the background for my neutral section, right? I don't usually do the cover, but like look at this right here. That's just beautiful. I might take this picture right here and collage it on the front of my book. Who knows, you know? No, I won't take the cover, but anyway, they're just beautiful, right? So go on, you can go online and check out, like, you just type in free catalogs, right? And it'll come up with a list, you know, of free catalogs. You can also get them from Balsam Hill. That's more like a holiday one. You can also, and I'll put the link below to Nicole's Facebook group. Go to Nicole's Facebook group because a lot of people ask the same question over there, and they have a list, I think, or people, you know, post their answers to where do you get your magazines, and they have links, you know. So yeah, check that out. You could also contact, like, what's it called? You know, your city or state. And they sometimes have magazines that they will send out to you, you know. So there are a lot of different ways. You just have to take the time to do the search for yourself on where you can get free things. But those are some of the places that I get free stuff from, okay? Yeah, so look up catalogs, free, you know, mail catalogs. Go to your city or state or any other city and state, and they will send you a magazine, you know, for that particular area. You know, I forget what it's called. It's like the Commerce, or I don't know. It's not Commerce. It's like the city hall or something, you know what I mean? I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, there's a few ideas on where you can get magazines for free. Yeah, just keep your eyes peeled. If you go to get your hair done, ask your hairdresser if you can have their old magazines. Go to your local library. A lot of times the local library will give away free magazines if they're done using them, you know. Yeah, you just have to search around, but there are places to get them. So I do believe that is the end. Yeah. So please subscribe if you are so inclined. Throw me a thumb either which way. Doesn't really matter. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, make sure again that you check the links below. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know your time is precious, and I'm just thankful and blessed that you choose to spend it with me. So I'm going to hopefully work on getting my journaling done, and I'm going to make hopefully my February journal here very shortly. So maybe I'll bring you along. I don't know yet, or you'll just see it next week. So thank you again for sharing your time with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, a fabulous week, and I'll talk to you all real soon. Bye for now.